Hey folks, welcome back to Disciple of Morangor. So, I bet y'all thought I bailed. I didn't. I'm back, baby. So, we left off working on the logger. Now, I did the tiniest little bit of work off stream. I made everything static, and I just threw it, the file that it's going to read into this. And then we're going to add something in the end in order to make it make a little bit more sense so that we're not constantly appending to one file. We're going to, I don't know, add something onto the end of it. Right meow, what we're going to do is we're going to fix the way this file logs because it looks so bad. Look at how much nothing we have. We need to remove this. We need to remove this. We need to try and remove this. And I don't know what the fuck this stuff is. So what we want is something closer to like this, you know. I don't know what these squiggly braces are for. Yeah, I don't know. Look, we're gonna work on the logging, all right? Because the logging right now is pretty janky. Um. Also, if you were curious, yeah. If you happen to be curious, the reason why I've been gone is I got so many great excuses. One, I'm getting a tattoo removed on my left wrist, which does actually make typing kind of hard, especially when you're doing stuff for fun. It is actually just a huge nuisance. So, like, the last 2 weeks, it's been pretty hard to kind of type, because like it's on the bottom of my wrist. It makes your whole tendons kind of sore. Whatever. There's that. Two, I've been just reading a lot of books, which has been really nice. I've been catching up on a lot of reading. And three, I do this for fun. So, I get to do whatever I want. I don't really want to hear it. Go complain to yourself about it. Yeah. So, whatever. I think those are good enough excuses. Now, let's look at this debug log here and try and figure out why it looks so terrible. Alt-Shift-Z. Okay. I gotta say, one thing that drives me absolutely bananas about Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code is that they don't have the same shortcuts. Like, how is this the right way to do it? Microsoft. Oh, God. There's no way this is the right way to do it. Okay, so file name. Okay. So where's the log level coming in? Log level to string. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, oh. Oh, oh no. Oh, come on, bro. Oh, it's because it's. Oh, it's because it's pinned. Okay. So here's, yeah, you know what? I think functions like this, maybe we just. But then we're going to have to do some like split source location. What does this return? It returns a fucking constant character. Um, can we essentially cast this to an F string? We don't have split. Okay. Okay, I guess it's time for a side quest. Get rid of these operators. To string, trim. What is split? Yeah. So I guess this is going to be an array of F strings, right? Uh, I suppose this is a constant character. What's it called? Is it? It's not disseminator. No, it's delimitator. So we'll do an array of strings. Temp. I guess the first thing we can do is we can say if. Is it contents? It's not contents. It's data, right? There's no contains. Do strings have contain in C++? Find. Is it find? Uh, this is not helpful. Yeah, I'm gonna need to grab le googly booglies for this one. So I need the Yes, give me strings. Give them to me. So yeah, so find, but if you find nothing, what are you gonna return? Does it return -1? Oh, is it? Oh, it's returning an array. Hmm. Wait, I think it's, hold on. What is it? It's, so you have your incoming string, it's delimiter, and then it's, I think string has this built in, right? It's, hold on. It's data. Is it substring? What is it? Substring. And then isn't it like something find? Yeah, but what is this returning you? Oh, here it is. I found an example. It's okay, yeah, so split is temp data of substring. So this item, um everyone calls it token. It looks like they say. So token, we'll just use that for now. Let's try this here. While so position equals this. So position is 0. So substring find delimiter does not equal end position and I guess this is like token data substring is going to equal 0 comma position. Temp pushback token. Data erase. I don't want to do that. And then at the end, of course, we want to return temp. So that's a good point. F string, maybe like temp data equals data. Then we want to say temp data erase 0. Oh my God. Look at me, baby. Position plus delimiter dot length, which isn't actually going to work because here is a constant character. So here we have to give it as an F string, I think. This is going to be a constant F string reference, I believe. ToString, which means now we're also going to need to expose. You know what? For now, we are good. Length is going to be num. No? Yes, yes, yes. Complain at me with my types. Yeah. Split -1. Okay. So if we split this out, -1 should give us manager.cpp. Yeah, that's what should give us this. Whatever this fucking thing is, this 14880 thing, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't 14 and 88 like some Nazi stuff? I don't know. Listen, my heart goes out to you if it is. It is what it is. Okay, so why is this open with the square brace, but we never close with the square brace? So what's going on with that? Where's our timestamp? Day, month, year, space, hour, minute, second. Is this all of the second? Time info. Um, strf time. We need to mod out these seconds. This is C++. Yeah, we don't want, look, I want the first 2 digits. Everything else in this is just retarded. Who gives a fuck with the picoseconds and whatever? It's such a waste of time. Um, I think I need This is going to return me nothing of value. Yeah. What if we do lowercase s? What does that give us? I have a feeling this might fail. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Okay. So the error here. Mm, what does this say? Where am I asserting? Where are my assertions? So this format is trying to assert something and it doesn't like it. But where am I doing that? It's still failing. Hmm. What is it mad about though? Cannot convert arguments. Hmm. So if I want to dereference a custom class and return a member, how do I do that? Does that make sense? Like, I want to essentially what I want to do is that I want to say like I have an F string, right? Then I want to dereference ASDF. But what I want this to actually do is call ASDF to string. Does that make sense? How do I properly defund this thing, dereference this? Okay, listen. We're gonna take this. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna put it at the very top of F string because that's where it belongs. We're also gonna put a public declaration here because that's where it belongs. Um, oh, new. Remove. We need to remove these things. We also need to investigate the operator. Right, because what we kind of want to do is I'm just going to put this in here. Um, what we want to do is like ASDF. This should be equal to ASDF to string. These should be exactly the same, I think. Because then you kind of want to do. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like, you want. Yeah, I think it does. So let's just go look at the string version here. Oh, God. Return data. Okay, you know what? We're just going to ignore this for now. We're just going to let this go. Okay, so let's hit play. Let's see what happens to the debug log. And by the way, I know that this is seg faulting elsewhere. Okay, so we've created new inventory. Did it? Seems like it froze. Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time. Yes, very good, very good. Very nice. Where are we frozen? Let's see. Hmm. Interesting. So this doesn't work. So if I go two string, okay, so it looks like we have no call stack. We have nothing. So this is like super, super duper scuffed. Um, is it split? Running split action or something. We'll just do that. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Oh, Is this a circular dependency? Does need types? I don't think it does. Maybe it does. Do we have to rebuild solution? Is that the problem? Oh, it is salty. It is very, very salty right now. Okay. So the build succeeded. Let's see if it just explodes. I have a feeling like this isn't going to work. Yes. Very nice. Mm, okay. Mm, okay. So, okay. Okay. That might be on me. Okay. Infinite loop. Infinite loop. And God. So this is when I call debug. This calls write to log, which is calling format location. Format location is calling split, which is going to return an array. Why is this an infinite loop? Mm, okay. That's fair. Okay. I get it. Okay. Loc equals. Okay. I just got to throw this out there. For a little bit of the lore for the podcast that I've been listening to lately, I've been on a bit of a kick for, you know, I thought it was very fun. You know, I've been kind of like, hey, look, the Bible is the most read book of human history. Let's give it a read. Let's check it out. So, along with this, while I'm doing stuff like this, or I'm working, or I can't really read, I've been listening to a lot of kind of Christian podcasts. Nothing in specific, nothing focused on anything, no, pro or there's no biases. I'm just listening to all of it. I'm kind of checking it out. Bro, the amount of people who were like, I used to be the craziest shit you could ever imagine. I'm from California. Yes. It, it's like every single one of the. I used to be a witch. I was from California. I used to be a Satanist. I was from California. I used to believe in like black magic, the occult, and some objectively terrible things. I was from California. It's like every single one of the worst type of people, regardless if you're religious or not, right? We can all agree there is some level of, you know, the occult, which is just objectively bad. And it kind of seems like all of these people seem to come from California. Like, look, I'm not a particularly religious person. I don't even think I'm religious at all. But like, you're listening to these podcasts, and it's like, someone was like, yeah, we were about to like sacrifice a baby. And that's when I realized, maybe I've gone too far. It's like, holy shit. You were all crazy as fuck. You're all crazy as fuck. Like, man, it is unbelievable, these people. My God. California is a fucked up place. Anyway, let's get back to working on this. So it seems like we're not able to do anything anymore. Um, let's just stop this. Let's just start it again here. God damn. Okay, let's stop this. Let's put a breakpoint here. Let's see what happens. Boop. Mm. So why is this? Okay, so this does need to be called. What is going on? What is being called that's causing this infinite loop? So there's no call stack. Man, am I retarded? I must be. Let's just see if this gets called. The let's just see if split gets called without the Zilaga. Called split. So it looks like we called split on debug. We're going to format location. On the location, it looks like it's because of split. So let me guess. If we go into split, this is an infinite loop. I guarantee you this is going to be an infinite loop or something. Scuba da boop 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 boop. Come on, baby. Yes, give me your warnings. Yes. Called split over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so this is the issue. Yes. I have copy and pasted the wrong way. Okay, so okay. The position is an integer, which is going to be the location of delimiter and the offset. So this is just fucking wrong. Hold on, 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 hold on. Um, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's see. Oh, we should probably keep. We should probably keep this in play, so that we know if we're in an infinite loop. Infinite loop. Okay. So I'm kind of annoyed with this. Pushback token. Is this what it is? No. Okay, so let's be real here. What we need to do is we need to say like while temp data is not empty. We need to say position is going to equal um mm, So the offset, then the count is going to equal temp data which I guess is like the position, right? But then we have to delete. So we need like temp data dot um let's see. Yeah. And again, we need to have the hmm. Can you do this with like string stream? Isn't there must I'm pretty sure there's a way to tokenize strings, is there not? There is, right. It's called mm, it's yeah, it's a part of string stream. right? It's this should be at the top here. String stream? I'm not wrong on this, am I? Maybe you just don't need to include it. Um, yeah, it's like was it? Let's take a look here. Tokenize. Yeah, so it's like well, start. Well, end does not equal -1. ToString dot size. Say end equals start. Well, end does not equal -1. Start equals end plus ToString dot size. Say end equals uh, temp data dot find delimiter start. Oh, it doesn't like that. Okay. Then we have um see out. Temp data substring start end minus start. We'll print out -1 of our array. Let's see what fucking happens. I think it's gonna fail. Yes. Let's just take these out and we'll run it again. We're gonna run it again with no debugging points. Because I gotta be real with you. I gotta piss real bad. And we're just gonna see what happens. Tyler, while loop, Visual Studio, while loop. Wow, what the fuck are these print messages? What the fuck is going on? Okay, these seem to be kind of sort of working. Let's just, okay. Okay, hold on. I don't even want to fucking hear about it. Tools, can we get rid of all debug? Oh no. Debug, remove all toggle breakpoints. Okay. We're just going to click play. Okay. No more breakpoints. Yeah. We're seg faulting on a non-error. Okay, this is not a problem in any way, shape, or form. This is just some debugging bullshit. This looks like shit, and we need to fix it. So this is the whole point of today's session. More or less. Okay, I'm going to pause this. I will be right back. I just had a little snack. Isn't it so crazy? You can buy a whole chicken for like $5. Fuck. You know, you can get some like pretty shitty lunch that wouldn't really fill you up at all. Like 10, $15, but a whole ass chicken, $5. Man. Why did they take an hour and a half to cook? Doesn't that seem kind of. Listen, okay. We're getting sidetracked here. Anyway, the point is our split function clearly works, right? When we look at our log here, we're getting manager, inventory, our main.cpp file, which we maybe should rename main.cpp, but who cares? Okay, so next thing is we need to fix these seconds because this is not okay. Furthermore, okay, let's try and take a look at this. Location. So now we're formatting. Okay. Let's just continually do 547,000 things at a time. Let's just continually do this the absolutely worst way possible. Let's keep doing this. So if we're following any reasonable code formatting, we should be doing something like this. Yeah. Timestamp, size of timestamp, which is just annoying we even have to do it this way. Year, I don't know why it's capitalized. Month, day, hour, minute, seconds. So again, I feel like string format. Let's just check this out here. Um, F, what is it? strf time. Let's just take a look at this function real quick. Let's see if we can format this to be a bit better. We'll pull this up here so you guys can see it. String format time. Because listen, let's be real. What and what I want timestamp close. Why is this not happening? Right? So if I look at this, log entry, open bracket. Where's the close bracket? Right? Also, we'll need to fix this, but why does why did these not close? Okay. 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 Why does this not close off though? Oh, because I'm a fucking moron. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know, this is what Python does to you. You know, guys, like you have to realize this distinction between single and double quotations, it rots your brain. You know, it really does. It really truly rots your brain. It really does. Okay. So this needs to be a double quotation for sure. Colon space 2 log. 100%. Okay, so this is getting better. Let's delete this and let's do it again. We are so close to our logging not being terrible. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whatever. Whatever, 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 whatever. Oh no. Come on, bro. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whatever. I don't care. Look, I know that there's other errors. I don't care about those errors. They're nothing errors. Um, Here's the level. Now we're gonna look at the file and here. So let's go back down to here. I feel like we can remove that space. Bracket. Good, good. Colon, colon. Here. Function name. You know what bothers me is that it's like, why do we need this int c decal? Like, look, I understand that I understand that this is technically correct. However, if the entire purpose of standardizing the source location is to cut down on the amount of fucking macros and bullshit that you need, this is the epitome of bullshit. Nobody needs to know this. Nobody at all. There is nobody at all who needs to know this. Not at all. This is ridiculous. Which, okay. Colon, 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 function name, colon, colon. So, ooh, does this mean function name split colon, colon, -1 to string? And we just go func. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Okay. I don't know, man. it's just really disappointing that it took so much kajiggering for a lot of these things. Cause like, I don't know. I sort of feel like it's like rather the obvious choice that this is what you end up with. Maybe I'm wrong. And look, I'm 100% willing to just accept that this is the way that I've been like raised, quote unquote, with you. I've mentioned this many times. Almost all of my professional experience has been working exclusively inside of like Unreal Engine. And that is going to wildly dictate my perceptions of standards. But like fuck man, I don't know. It just seems like there's so much useless information that's getting added into this. And it's it seems like a lot of the information that's getting put into this doesn't need to be there by default. I guess that's more my point is the way that I have formatted all of this right now. To me, this kind of logically seems like more or less the default. Maybe I'm wrong, and I'm more than willing to accept that I am wrong. And look here, right here, this line, line 5, I have a little bit of a bug. It just shouldn't the simplest of solutions when it comes to logging and stuff like this be the norm? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. And again, I'm more than willing to accept that I am. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. So now we need to kind of do this thing where we go, we need to start adding spaces to stuff. There we go. Yes. And as well, anything that has like a double underscore. Okay. You know what? Maybe we just leave this for now because it's okay. Um, it's not that bad. It kind of seems like it's okay. Yeah. It's okay for now. Let's just say that. It's okay for now. So now we need to I think there's a thing for this, isn't there? It's like yeah, so when we call close file, we can do std if stream um hmm. We do need to get the time and dates or something. So we will need something like this. And time now. Okay. We will need to do something like Outstream is going to be called um comma space timestamp dot log. Open comma space this, and this is going to go into if stream logs debug dot log. Gonna work. In file, this is gonna be dot rdbuff. Yeah, so two string on that. Let's see. And no, it does not work. Hmm. Hmm. You don't like it. Oh, so yeah. Okay. I've just disabled this warning. Okay, you know what? For now, what we're gonna do is just disable the fucking warning again. Um, and then we're just gonna go to do fix this warning, and we're gonna do the same here because I'm gonna be real with you. There's a very real chance we never get around to that because I don't give a fuck. These warnings are fucking stupid bullshit, anyways. Okay. So special. So they don't do this, but if I go backslash backslash, I should probably come into the logger and have something like a const character pointer uh debug log should probably equal something like logs debug.log, right? Yeah. And this should equal this. No, my guy. Why do you not like it? Does it need to be static as well? I think so. But you can't set things which are static internally. But you can't access things which are not static when they are set internally. Um, yeah, that's a great point. We are going to say from here, we're just going to define the the debug log is going to be logs debug.log. And then we're going to come here. We're just going to say loc a debug log. Oh, shit, brew. There we go. And any other place where this exists, we're just going to smack a doodle that whack-a-mole right in there. Yeah. Yeah. Right in there. Yeah. What the fuck is this? Hmm. Let's let's see. Hold on. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So this is not working. Debug log location. Logs debug log. Hmm. 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 Interesting. Okay. So is God damn, what an annoying forward slash? Is it forward slash? Is that actually the problem? Is that I'm using a backslash instead of forward slash? Logs forward slash. Debug log. Yeah, it didn't work. So get out of here. Why is this not? So the debug log seems to be working. You know what? We have made a lot of progress. And I think that a good way to spend a lot of that progress, like the way to maximize the amount of returns we get on this, is to let's just go through and let's add a bunch of logging because this actually works. We actually have logging now. The logging works. Sure. The logging has bugs. And yeah, we sort of cheated our way through a little bit of this. But we have logging, right? We have logging. This is a huge, huge milestone. Oh, but shit, do we? So right now, everything writes to the log all of the time. Yeah. So right here, we need a to do, add, ignore logging levels. And this needs to be hella important. Yeah. Okay. So that's actually a pretty good point. However, it is important that we know. Okay, so I think the most obvious thing to start with is trace, right? We start with the absolute highest level of debugging that we're almost never, ever, ever going to use. So, trace. Ooh, how do we even log this? B is valid. From bool, B is valid. Hmm. Is there a better way to do this? Can we do like, okay, we're just going to leave it. Yes, we can do this in a more kind of quote unquote douchier way. Um, trace f string finding item finding item. Yeah. So this is always the argument, right? Like, do we push everything back? Should every single thing go into the log? Hmm. Greater than or equal to 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so hmm, types 3150. Hmm. Yep, this is borked. Oh shit, you know what it probably is that I need to do two string. You know, I bet that'll fix that error. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe yes, maybe no. Oh, F string. Oh man. Okay. I have no really, really. You're telling me if I open up the debug log, it's gonna be good. Hot damn. Okay. Okay. Listen. Okay. So. Oh god damn. How does close log just return? There's no way. There's no way. Um. So when we're gonna write to the log, we don't want to have this dunder c decal. So where's this split here? File stream. So this is the function. Yeah? Yeah, function. Yeah, this is the function. So func, let's look for the func. Look for the funk. Let's look for the funk. Log level, to string, location. So it has to be inside of location, right? Format location. Hmm. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, so so we're gonna split on this, which is what we're already doing. So this works. This is already working right now. Now, what we want to do is after we split on this, here is our string. We want to split on spaces. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Is this because I'm looking for a string and not a character? I swear to fucking God. If it is, I'm going to be so salty. Yeah. So if we split on spaces, we want to have that on the right. And it looks like it fucking hates that. Oh no, does that work? Hold on. Let's hit play. Hot damn. And I already know that the other things are failing it. It really doesn't matter. Um, yeah, debug, info, critical. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is 100% what I wanted. Yeah, so this truly is a good day. This is a good day. Um, Tor is about to shut my computer to be very quiet. This is exactly what I wanted. So, look, the next step is going to be to take this file and copy it to another file inside of a folder called logs. Then we need to just create that logs folder. And, realistically, we need to take this folder and we need to split it up into like source and whatever else. You know what I mean? Um, this is not a very well organized folder, however you feel about it. However, we have a functioning log. It actually works. Ooh, but we do have a little bit of an issue. It looks like we're missing the first letter, which makes sense, right? Okay, so we need an. Okay, that makes sense. Um, Split on space. Okay, so okay, so Function is function dot like f string. And at the very end, we go function dot to string. Oh no, no semicolon. No, 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 no. Ah. Okay. Dot -1. If we go function equals function dot find. We need contains. Is bool. We need bool. Contains. Const character pointer. Character. Okay. What do we even call this? We'll call this item because that seems pretty logical. We'll say for auto I in for auto substring, which we're going to rename. Right? So for item in data, we're going to say if this is not correct. Right? This is not correct at all. In no way, shape, or form is this the correct form that the shape shall be taken upon. We're going to say for auto item for to I equals 0 if I is less than data dot. Oh, we could use an iterator. No. If data at I so it doesn't like it. Why? If data at I equals substring, Hmm. Okay, so it doesn't like it. Let's be real for a second. The so data at I. If we come up and look at the operators, it's going to return a character. Const operator. Yeah, this is always a weird point. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Yeah. Okay. If data at I equals substring. Function. Hold on. Hold on. If data at I, which returns an F string, constant character. No? No? Like, what am I missing on this? So, wait, does this already exist? What do they call it? I think this already exists, right? Mm, Yeah, like it can find it, right? So data at I should be able to find this. It should, right? Contains the find substring. Data dot find. So I guess we go if return false. Else hmm. All right. I'm probably gonna take a break because I'm kind of drawing some blanks on some real dumb questions. But I love you all very much. Goodbye.